were left to roam until recently when the US started pressing. Then they started checking them, their transaction.
And there is a person
Two
on
or
this
three of
mission,
them were brought to question.
Republican
But as
Congressman
from
Riley
when
Moore, who just
their
led a
counterparts,
congressional
other five were
delegation,
still in jail
not over
in
Zoom,
Dubai, none of them
but
were
by
questioned
armored
because the
vehicle.
Buhari
He went
administration don't care.
into this country
So
at a
for those
time
who
when
are
they are
saying boots
taking
on ground,
Christians.
though the US made it
And you went to these
specifically that they are not
camps of
coming
internally
to
displaced people.
station
First
a
of all,
base,
welcome
they
to
are
the
not
focus.
coming
Tell me what
to
the
fight,
people
and they're
told
just
you.
coming to sweep the
Well,
criminals and go.
it was really
And
shocking.
if you check,
Stories that we heard,
60 or
the
should I say
imagery,
70% of the
it
northern
was,
indigenes
I've never
are
witnessed
okay with
anything
these
like that,
terrorists. They are like
unfortunately,
in
in my
bed with them,
life.
whatever they do, they don't
I met
care.
one woman,
Except of
and
those
you see her
few
showing some of the
who
pictures.
are not,
They lost
should I
her
say,
entire family.
extremists in their
5
religion,
of her
or
children were
those who
murdered
are
in
knowledgeable,
front
or
of
should
her.
I say,
And she was pregnant at the
pass through
time
the
and was
wall of
able to escape.
education, who knows their
She
right
had
from
that
their wrong.
child
The
in the
rest
internally
of the
displaced
Almajiris,
camp.
the rest who don't know
And I
what we
mean,
are
you could
talking
just
about,
see that her
are
soul had literally
100%
left her
in
body. And
cohort
there
with
are
these terrorists.
countless
If you ask them to
stories like
choose
this.
between these
Another
terrorists
woman
and to choose
was
between Nigeria, they
attacked.
will
Her
gladly
family
choose
was
those
attacked.
people.
She lost her husband,
You
her
can
two
see what
daughters,
happened during the
and
time
they
of Niger.
murdered her unborn child. These
They
Islamic
handpicked
terrorists
Niger. In fact,
murdered her
in the
unborn
National
child. They
Assembly,
took it
some
right
of
away.
them were
You know,
speaking on behalf of Niger, which made
Beyond words.
the
I don't know if
president
my team
could not
has it,
even
but we
send
do have a
troops
picture
to
of
fight
one of
for
those
Niger
women with her
because
baby
they
in her
see them
lap,
as
and
their
you're
brothers.
standing with her. So I'll ask
Now,
my
when it
team to kind
comes
of
to what
shuttle through
happened in
these
Benin
pictures
Republic, it's none of
so
their
that we
business
can
because
show even
Benin
more.
mostly
Look,
are Christians, so they
Congressman
don't care if
Moore, the
the
president
president
right
will
now
wipe
is
the whole
waiting to
people
hear
or
from
not.
you. You are
So
preparing a
sometimes
pardon.
when we are
Let's talk
speaking, we
about the
should also
news. There
check
she
what is
is. So
how these people relate to
I mean, I
things,
can only
how they
imagine what it was
correlate
like
to
to
things.
have to leave that camp
If
knowing
it
that
is
your mission
our
ahead
military
is for
system,
them.
believe you me, if they share that
No,
information
absolutely,
before they get
Harris.
there, somebody
And
will call them to leave.
this mission
Because
was
don't not
part
tell
of
me
a
that
report. This was a
a
fact
brigadier
finding mission.
general
There were
share his
5
location,
members of
his
Congress
coordinate
in
location on
total that
WhatsApp,
went there. We went
and
to
the
Benue
terrorist
State,
gets to
which
him
is one
before
of
the
those
military
dangerous
on a
states
helicopter.
in the
It
country
doesn't
of
make sense.
Nigeria.
It
This is
doesn't make
where all
sense.
the
We all know
Christians, a
they are
majority of them,
compromised.
are being
So
murdered for their
to get
faith
this
in our
done,
Lord and Savior
whichever way
Jesus
we are going to
Christ. But I
seek help,
felt that
let's seek it.
we
But
had to go
thank God,
there. So
while
we
more
went in
is
armored
on ground.
vehicles with
And for those of
security,
them
and
who
we
are
went there,
saying
visited with these people,
this is
visited
a
with these
deliberate thing
Christians,
on or
Christian
to speak against
associations, Bishop
Islam or
Anagbe, the
Muslim,
Catholic Church,
okay,
Protestant
Raymond
leaders
has
as
been
well,
to
and got
Benue, and
ground
some people
truth
are calling him
that
to
we're going to
visit
go report
Plateau.
back to
Then
the
it's not left
president,
for them to
and we're going
also
to make
call to come and
recommendations of the
visit
report
maybe
that he has
Zamfara,
asked us
Sokoto,
to
to
do.
also
He's
see
asked
that
myself
some
and Chairman
Muslims are
Tom
being
Cole
killed.
to give
That
him
is
a report
justified.
and
We are not
report back to
denying the
him,
fact that some
and we're
Muslims
going to
are
do
being
that by
killed,
the end of
but
this month.
also
Are
get the
people
fact to know
afraid
that there
there?
are
I mean,
two
how many
sections
people are
of
in these
Muslims.
protection
The
camps?
Shai and the
Well, in
is it the Shai
Protection camp is
Muslim and
probably really not the
the type of
right word,
Tez
Harris.
Azaki, who should tell you that if
They're
this
in IDP camps,
current people
but
also
the
see these people, they
Fulani,
will kill
these
them because
Islamic
they are
radicals, are
into way
attacking
different
the
Islam,
IDP
or should I
camps.
say Muslim
They're
counterpart.
attacking them
But
in their
in a
camps.
nutshell, yes,
For
Muslims
those
are
who
being killed,
say
yes,
this
they
is
are being
about
killed. Then
climate
call these people,
change and
bring out your
land
data
and
of
things
those
like
who are
that
being
and
killed.
economically
Since
driven,
all
why
the
would you go
fingers
into
have
a
been
church?
pointed to
Why would you
radical
attack
Fulanis, let's
an
get this
IDP
radical
camp
Fulani off so that
screaming
those
Allah Akbar?
natural
I think that
Fulanis
it's
or the
very
natural
clear
Muslim
what
or the
the
natural
answer is there,
Hausas
right?
can
They're
also live
trying
in
to
peace while we
erase
in the
the
south live in peace.
Christians in
But
the
if
Benue
we
state
fail to
and around
address this
Nigeria
thing,
from their
you can
incessant
all
bombing.
see that
Yeah,
how
and
this
some
thing are
kind
going.
of
At the
bizarre
end of the day, we
caliphate, I
might
would
not even have
imagine, is
Nigeria
part of the
to
plan
call.
too.
At the
Look,
end of the day,
Congressman
everybody
Moore,
might
I
find
want to
their way
bring you
because
back once that
if
lands on the
this
president's
killing keep
desk
getting
and you've
worse and
delivered
worse,
that report. Thank
everybody
you
might
so very much
tend
for
to fight
being here
for
first. We
themselves.
appreciate
Oh,
it.
You can
thank
see
you,
the
Harris,
side
and
of
thank you for all your
those who
coverage
call
on this.
themselves
God bless
Sorry,
you.
South
sorry,
South. Some
sorry,
of them
Mr. Nelson. I apologize for interrupting your speech. Please, when I raise my hand, it's an indication that you should start rounding up, please, so we can carry every other person along as well. Thank you.
all right.
Woman.
Let me just round up here. So whatever we are going to do, whatever help we are going to seek, if the help is coming from US or if we can do it, let's do it. Like I said, whoever gets married to my daughter automatically becomes my in-law. I hear it from here. Thank you very much. I didn't see your hand there. Sorry.
It's okay. Thank you very much. I mean, sometimes people are using their earpiece, so hence I try to interrupt or interject. But I thank you for your wonderful submission. Now you made reference to the brigadier that was killed. There are information out there that say that the reason he was captured and unfortunately he lost his life was because something was shared on his WhatsApp, but the military came out to say that was not what happened. So I do not know. I mean, perhaps you have more information than myself. I've never claimed to know it all. I've always made it very clear. Things I don't know, I would raise my hand and say, I don't know. So so the military are saying that that's not what happened, that nothing was shared on WhatsApp, but we don't know. But thank you once again, sir, for your wonderful submission. On that note, I'll pass the mic to Sammy. Sammy, you have the mic. Good evening, sir.
Thank you, Mindset, for having me once again. I appreciate your hard work and the effort, all your efforts. So mine is, I'll try to make it very short. So my position about the insecurity in Nigeria is that it's not gonna stop, and I will say why. So my reason is that the current level of insecurity and dimensions of insecurity we have in the country was brought in by this current government. And for that insecurity to stop, we need a change of government. We don't need APC because their culture would not support the end of insecurity. I say this because we've seen the pattern here. The whatever crime you've committed, and again, Oshimura said this, whatever crime it is, whatever sin you've committed, you are welcome to the APC. And once you join the APC, your sins are forgiven. And that is why, the opposition today in Nigeria, it's as if we don't have any opposition because most of our politicians are corrupt. The institute, everything, most people are corrupt, and they're all running to the APC in droves because that is what they used to blackmail them to join the APC. And that is why people feel like Tinubu is very powerful. He's not. He just uses whatever you have against you and promise you redemption and everything, and then you join the APC. And again, that is why they cannot name the people financing this terrorism. They know them, but they have theirs. Even the people at the higher echelons, maybe their names are there. So they work together. So it is very, very difficult for insecurity to end. And again, I will offer, for me, my own point of view, I will offer solutions on how this insecurity can end. One of them is changing this government. Secondly, the people have to be willing that they are done with this government, that they are not, satisfied with what this government is doing, and should be able to stand firm, and put religion and tribalism or whatever aside, party affiliations or whatever aside, and put Nigeria first. Thirdly, we need a fierce opposition. And again, this is something I feel like is lacking in the opposition. And by opposition, I mean the strongest opposition I know today is P2B and maybe Atiku. But P2B does not have that fierceness, that boldness that Tinubu has to go out and do protest, call out the government by their names without fearing anybody, without fearing the consequence. P2B likes to play it cool, and you cannot play it cool with this kind of government. You cannot play it cool with this kind of government. You have to be, if you say you want to be a leader, you have to first lay down your life. P2B is a Christian. Use Jesus Christ as an example. You have to first of all, the moment you say, I want to lead these people, a shepherd will put his life first and, protect the flocks behind him, whether it's lion or whatever. So you cannot be too careful when you say you want to be the leader of over 200 million people and you're playing it cool. You're going about doing philanthropy. I'm not saying that doing philanthropy is bad, but then the only way you can make a significant change that affect the whole of Nigeria and the future generation is for you to take that risk. Call these people, call them out. Surround yourself with fierce people that are not afraid to talk. And again, I was here when you were talking about the current P2B, what do you call it? P2B's spokesperson. When you hear him talk, you lose interest. He doesn't have that fierceness again. He sounds like P2B, always trying to be gentle. This guy, this Peter Ames, he commands that authority. When he talks, whatever he said lives in your head. You can remember whatever he said because he speaks with authority. He speaks with authority, with certainty, with boldness. That's the kind of people P2B has to surround himself with, and that is why people are not running around P2B. They are all moving towards APC because even those that believe in P2B, they see his body language, and they're not convinced that they can achieve this. That is why P2B is not, I don't even think P2B knows the kind of power he has. He has the people by himself. He has the people by himself. This is going to set traps for the ruling party. This is when you will go and continue all the international media. You can even open a radio station. You can do a TV station just to call out this government and call them by their names. And also, if we are not able to de-enlist and prosecute all those repentant Boko Haram that we are enlisted into the army, then we're not serious yet. Because you cannot have a mole in your house and you are busy. Instead of removing the problem, you are busy playing around it. And this is why I like the Northerners. They are very bold, they are very fierce, and that's why sometimes people fear them. People fear them. And look at, the audacity for you to come and say that people should give up their heritage, their ancestral land for you to put your cattle to graze. That's boldness. And today we are considering it. We are trying to do it, but you cannot go to the north and do that kind of thing. That's the kind of mindset that the opposition, that somebody like P2B, who has the people, the majority of the people beside him, is supposed to have, but he doesn't have it, and I'm sorry. So it looks like it's never gonna be better until people start doing the right thing. I yield mindset.
All right, thank you very much, what's your name, Mr. Sami, for your submission. P2B is an individual. He wants to run for presidency. He has to lead. I agree with you. But I might agree with every other thing you said, but there's something you said that I disagree. I do not think P2B is in the same category with Tanko. Tanko is just on a different level. Tanko is still in nursery school. Tanko is very uninspiring. I can listen to P2B's speech. I mean, I can go back and watch some of his speech, but Tanko is, I can't even comparing P2B with Tanko is just, it's not on, right? I can agree with you in other things, but you see Tanko, to compare with P2B, no. P2B is much better. He's not kind of in your face kind of person, but you want to listen to him. But Tanko cannot sell you water in the desert. That is how bad Tanko is as a spokesperson, right? But for those who believe that people should go and fight for Peter, I'm not fighting for anybody. He wants to be president. He should go and fight for himself. He has to lead. And if he chooses not to lead, that's up to him. I'm not going to compare him with any god or anybody's religion. As a shepherd, if you see, wolf coming, sometimes you need to run from the wolf. So whatever he chooses to do, that's up to him, right? But the idea that people should lead for him, no, he wants to be president. He has to be the one to lead. It's left for him to decide. But comparing him with Tanko, Tanko, I've not seen any spokesperson as worse as Tanko before. I've never come across any spokesperson for any organization. That is how bad this guy is. I'm not interested in his job. Before you guys will say mindset always, I'm not interested in his job. I don't want to do it, but he is that bad. Very uninspiring, person. There's nothing about him that says he's a good spokesperson. He should find something else to do. Can be in the background. He might be a good writer. He can be the one writing the speech. Somebody else needs to take it on board from him. But I cannot compare him with Peter B. No. Okay. Endurance, you have the mic, sir.
Thank you, myself. Thank you, everyone. Are you hearing me, bro?
Please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Go ahead, sir. We can hear you.
Thank you. I'm very happy for the way our Nigeria government take care of this thing. The way they handle it, I'm very happy. Because do you know why I say so? They use the propaganda they are using for win Nigeria before. So I then use it. I was just laughing because when you are in this kind of situation, you cannot use propaganda, you use evidence. So people were saying that it's not only Christian, it's not genocide, it's not only Christian. Where is your proof? What is your evidence? So if you are dealing with this kind of thing, I really like the way they handle it because they have been using this propaganda for win Nigeria right from time. That's the reason we are not moving forward. We are not moving backward. Look at what we are in.
We've lost Mr. Endurance. He had this problem the other day, but hopefully he will rejoin. But as we wait for him, let me quickly read up what's going on on the comment section. Bear with me. If we're able to bring him up, that's fine. So Mr. Tosin say you are not even good at doing that job mindset. I've never told you that I'm good at being a spokesperson for anybody, right? And he go on to say you are a political bully. I don't know how I'm bullying somebody by telling you guys what I think. This is my own opinion, but you can disagree with me. That's fine. I'm not interested in Tanko's job. I've never told you that I'm a spokesperson for anybody. All right, but thank you for your wonderful contribution on the comment section. So let me go to Mr. Eredadon and say, how about Nigerian rise and say enough is enough? Why should we put the whole mess on Peter Obi? Peter Obi, Nigerians have their leaders figures syndrome. Listen, Mr. Erdogan, I disagree with you on this, right? Let me give you an example. In 2013, 2014, right, before APC came to power, their leaders led and people followed. The people of Nigeria did not go out there and Buhari and Tinubu, they all had what they called 1 million march against Goodluck Jonathan. The picture is there that they led Buhari, go for it. It's not that Nigerians have this thing. No, I disagree with you, sir. It's not because Mr. Sami mentioned Peter because it's somebody he supports. I talked about it. I spoke about Atiku Abubakar, and I stand by my own opinion here. Both of them are not ready. They have not shown that they are willing. So you want Nigerians to do what for him? The people that kicked out Jonathan, they led. They were having this thing protest. They were the ones. Go and look for that picture. Buhari was the one leading with some of the leaders. Have Peter Obi done that? Absolutely not. Has Atiku done that? Absolutely not. And you want Nigerians to come and sacrifice for him? No, that's not going to happen. Maybe you want to sacrifice for him. I'm not going to do that. It's only when we're ready to tell ourselves the truth, then we're going to move this great country forward. The persons that kick out Jonathan, these guys led Buhari. You must give it to him. They led Buhari. The picture is that there. And you want Nigerians to come and do it. Listen, Tibika Meiti is now, saying to Nigerians, I saw a video of Tibika Meiti, the former governor of Rivers State, saying that, Nigerians should take the power into their hand. He just talking nonsense. Or Nigerians should come out and do this. I'll go back and ask Tibika Meiti, the time he was in the opposition, what did he do? Did he work for Nigerians? Was he not himself? The former governor of Ekiti State, and also El-Rufai and the rest of them, were they not the ones that were the engine rooms of what APC needs to do? Did they just fold their hands? When El-Rufai was arrested, was it not Tibika Meiti and Fayemi and the rest of them that went to SSS with him? What are you guys talking about? You think this is going to be given to you on a platter of gold? No, let's shield him. If he's not serious, that's no problem. If that's the way he wants to play his politics, that's okay. You guys that support him, if you guys are comfortable in the way and manner he's doing his thing, I do not have a problem with it. I cannot force him. But one thing I will do is I will continue to tell you guys, it will eat your ear. It will make you feel uncomfortable, like Mr. Tosin said, I'm a political bully. Whatever that means, it's okay. It's fine. I don't have a problem. You can insult me and call me names. It's not going to change my position until we see something happening. Both Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi. Okay, let's put Peter Obi by the side. Atiku has been a vice president twice. You're telling me Atiku Abubakar, if you lead it, take a placard and go out there, that police will press throw him tear gas? Is that what you guys are saying? That he shouldn't lead? That the Nigerians should lead? As Tibika Meiti said it, Nigerians should lead. Maybe I'm in the wrong profession here. I don't think I know what I'm talking about. But let's allow Mr. Sam. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mindset. We are moving back again to this article and there'll be something.
No, not yourself, not you. It's Mr. Sami that raised his hand. Not you, sir. That was Mr. Sami that raised his hand.
Yes, thank you, Mindset. So I raised my hand because I needed to say something. There is this problem we have as Nigerians. Some people follow their leaders blindly. They don't like whenever you say anything wrong about somebody they support. And that is what I see playing out again. People saying that Nigerians should P2B is doing his part by this, and we should go out and protest and blah blah blah. I do not agree with that. Because like you said, myself.
With Mr. Sami. So let me say something, please. I know some of you will go on the comment section, and please, nobody should attack Mr. Tosin on my behalf. I don't want you to lose your Twitter handle or your S handle. Perhaps you probably will say something to him or her, then he will report to you. Can allow him to air his view. He feels that what I'm saying, I'm a political bully, or just let it be, please. Nobody. I keep saying, I know my reasons. I don't want anybody to fight for me. I've been called names from PDP, APC, Labour Party, Obedient, what have you. So I'm used to it. Please, nobody should go out there and say they're fighting for me. I don't want anybody to respond to the individual, or if you want to respond to him, that's your own, if you want to, but don't go there and start fighting him or her, and then he will report to your account. Then you think you're doing me a favor. Allow him or her to air their view. I'm used to it. Right? I'm used to this thing, a few days ago, it was the AGC. They felt that I'm being too hard on them because I spoke about their spokesperson. They felt that I'm not being helpful. I said, that's fine. Today is a person who loves Tanko more than, anything, saying I'm a political bully. Let it be. Nobody should fight for me, please. I'm old enough to fight for myself. But as we wait for Mr. Sami to rejoin, it appears it's no longer here. Let's pass the mic to Dixon. Mr. Dixon, you have the mic. Good evening, sir. Am I still audible?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. We have a speaker here called Mr. Dixon, but he's not responding. Mr. Dixon, sir, you have the mic. Okay, he's not responding. Mr. Sam, since we do not have any more speaker, can you go ahead with your submission, sir? You raise your hand earlier.
Yeah, thank you. What I wanted to say is that I see people having all these strange thoughts that if we're US, the agenda they are pursuing is that they want to put military base in Nigeria that is going to do this or do that. I want to list some few countries that has US military base and nothing like terrorism is happening in that country. And they don't interfere in their electoral process. They don't interfere in anything about the country. And let me just give you the few ones that I have off head. You have Japan, we have South Korea, we have Germany, we have Italy, we have Qatar, we have Kuwait, we have UAE, we have Jordan, we have Saudi Arabia, we have Philippines, we have Australia, we have Djibouti, we have we have so and so on. There are many countries that US has their military base, but those countries are functioning well in a normal way. Nothing like crime, nothing like terrorism, people killing each other because of their religion, because of their faith, because they don't believe in this, they don't believe in that. So we should just remove that fear of if US put a military base in Nigeria, it will be hard for us to tell them to go. If they are there and they are minding their business and help us in national issues to sort out this terrorism, if it is that the price we are going to pay for them to help us and eliminate terrorism, in my own word, in my own choice, I prefer it 100%. If it can make me to travel, to drive peacefully and go where I want to go and come back in peace and sleep and wake up in peace, I'm okay with it. Since government cannot do anything, we have been fighting this for a long time. Nothing is going on. If you do this, I could.
All right, we've lost our co-host. Hopefully he would rejoin. You see, the thing is, this is his own opinion, not only himself. I believe Mr. Justice and what's the other person's name? They believe that the right thing to do is for us to have a military, for the US to have a military base and for the US soldiers to be on the ground. For me, it sounds okay. It sounds like but you guys might disagree with me. We're a sovereign country. I believe that the United States can work with the Nigerian government, with the Nigerian military, and eradicate this thing. Do I think that there should be boots on the ground? I still stand by what I said. I don't think so. I don't think it's what we need. I think it might sound good right now. It might not at the end of, in the long run, it might not work out the way we have planned it. But if they are able to work with us and then, I think, eradicate this terrorism, I'm happy with it. But if at the end of the day, there has to be boots on the ground, I don't have the power to say that will not happen. But this is my own opinion, and I respect people's opinion as well. Mr. Ugu, you have the mic. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mindset, and good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead, sir.
All right. I think listening to what a couple of people already said, I think I have kind of a different view to, how best maybe the US or the Nigerian government could
Okay, I think something is not right somewhere. We've lost our co-hosts. We've lost Mr. Ugu. For any reason, whenever we're having this conversation, I always look at the time. When we get to this particular topic, it would appear that we keep losing speakers. I do not know why that is. So, unfortunately, I only have Master Chief and Mr. Nelson here. And hopefully, let's see if we're able to bring up more speakers. If not, we might end it up tonight and come back tomorrow. And at least by then, we'd have had time to go through the video from my Mr. Moore and every other information that is out there. Hopefully, we'll continue the topic. So, Master Chief, do you have anything to add? As I'm hoping that we're waiting to see if we can bring more people up. Master Chief.
Yeah, I'm here. Not really. I'm just listening. Not really.
All right. You're listening, but when we started, you had a position. Have anybody changed your mind? Have you seen anything that will make you feel okay? One thing, I'm not going to throw in the towel right now. I'm just going to give it one more go, right? Have you had anything to change your mind, or are you still sticking to the goal you're going that? Yeah, I don't see anything happening or moving in the next couple days.
Okay, is it based on my position on politics?
Absolutely, yeah.
I told you, I'm not a blogger now.
So, okay, that's okay. I cannot make you change your mind, but I must commend you for all you did from 2022 to the election and everything. But if it makes life easier for you and you're very comfortable and happy with leaving politics by the side, that's okay. This is the only thing I know how to do. Also, one of the things I know how to do, and I will continue discussing politics. It's very, very boring. It's very, very tiring. The rewards are not a lot, but it's all about passion. When you have passion for something, you're just going to focus on it. If I change the platform to football spaces, maybe it could be fun, but this is not fun because people don't like politics. Sometimes it's too much for a lot of people, and I do understand that. And it comes with a lot of insult and a lot of things. So one has to be able to know how to navigate this water. But I must thank everybody who has joined tonight. To the opposition, you have a chance to put your house in order. And if it means that the two individuals have decided to work together, I think that will work better for them. As I said, nothing says that Atiku Abubakar cannot work with Peter Obi tomorrow, and nothing says that Peter Obi cannot work with Atiku Abubakar tomorrow. It is called politics, right? 24 hours is a long time. You know, if you go back to APC time, Buhari, the late Buhari said he's done. He's no longer interested, and everybody believed that he was over. He said he's done. He's just going to relax in Kaduna. He doesn't want to get involved in politics again. He took somebody, Baba Bisi Akande, traveled to Kaduna several times, you know, met with him and said, we're going to try something new. Why don't we work together? He said, no. I'm done. I've tried. And maybe it's God's willing that, you know, maybe it's God's plan that I'm not going to become the president. Baba Bisi Akande did not give up. He went back again and said, we can all work together. You know, if you bring your CPC and we can bring ACN and see where we go from there. Before you know it, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was not interested anyway because he didn't feel like he can work with Buhari and everything. But lo and behold, then we have some persons from ABGA and what have you. Everybody came together on the 6th of February. On the 16th of February 2013, then APC was birthed. You know, we have something called APC. So never say never. Never say never. All I'm saying is that the time is not on their side. They can work together and figure out how they can do it, and they can then be the real opposition. In terms of the insecurity, the Nigerian government needs to be honest about this thing, come clean and say, we have a problem and we need help. The idea that we're going to get rid of this thing with propaganda is not on, right? And I would not be surprised if Bola Tinubu was able to convince this guy. He's a politician, so that might happen. So guys, I'm just the only person speaking here. So just to keep the spaces going, we do not have any more person. Mr. Nelson, you raise your hand. What's the regarding, sir?
All right. I was trying to support your submission where you said that you don't believe it should be put on the military should host a base here in Nigeria. Yes, I'm also in the submission of no need of a military base in Nigeria, even though the other guy mentioned there are the countries like Germany and South Korea are doing okay. But don't forget there are also countries whereby the US station their military and still the country did not go okay, and they have to pack in Afghanistan and look at what it becomes of them. But be that as the case may be, in politics, it is never say never. As far as politics is concerned, with special arrangement, devil can talk to God. This is what I know. Understand? Because recently, one of my brother asked me, why do you even support Trump in doing all this? Because one of the Trump politics affected you directly, because I was to do my master's in international relations in US, where I have up to 70% scholarship. But due to this Nigerian issue with Trump, my visa was denied. I say, yes, that is policy, which he is trying to curtail, or should I say, make his country great again. The fact that he affected me is not it shouldn't be the reason why when I see a help that will make it, because if this country, if Nigeria is sustained and okay, I don't have any reason to go and look for where I will do my master in other international country. If we have a smart school, if our curriculum is like of the West, if our school system is not based purely on theory, if it is based purely on practical, just like the Western education, none of us will be trying to get there. So now he said he wants to help to clear, because, okay, let's say I hate him, but I cannot travel to Jos, I cannot travel to there. Then what good does that become of me? So the fact that I lose a visa does not mean I'm going to hate him for what he's saying that is good. So that is me for you. This is how I do my own submission. I don't let my hate for someone declare my judgment on something that is real. That is two different things. Personality can be there, but reality can also be there. So that's just my submission. Thank you very much, Mr. Mindset. Do not change the space to football. This topic, this politics, I am very, very interested in it. And any day you host it and I see a beacon, I'm definitely coming in. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nelson, for your submission. I'm not changing it. I've been on this for 4 years now, is it? Wow, time flies, yeah. August 2021, that was the first spaces. I think August 26th or something thereabout. That was the first spaces I hosted. And Yeah, I'm not. I'm just saying if it was football politics, if football spaces, yeah. But I'm really sorry to hear about you and your visa. Hopefully things will work out better for you. Hopefully, if you still wanted to travel outside to do your masters, perhaps hopefully you'll find a much better place to do your masters. And if it's in Nigeria, I hope that things worked out very well for you. Don't throw in the towel. But I really, really like what you said. In politics, never say never. Never say never. And if you're somebody who would listen to what people say and it affects you in your line of work, I mean, you're not ready for this. You meet a lot of people will say all kinds of things. I just move on with it. Honestly, I just say my mind and I move on, right? I advise people, somebody who advises politicians, sometimes you tell somebody, this is not, what do you think about this? Do you think this is? I say, no, I don't see anything here. They would argue and argue and argue. And for you just give them your honest opinion. Sometimes it doesn't sit well with them and then life goes on, right? You can't really force people to be on your side, But yeah. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much for holding on to the spaces. We do not have any more speakers who would want to contribute. And I have a question. Somebody asking if the space is recorded. No, I didn't record the spaces. I just wanted to respond to some of the things people ask. And yesterday's one was recorded. Today I didn't record it. And I want to apologize for not recording it, not knowing that we'll be here this long. And so yeah, that's it. Let's see if there's anything going on in the comment section. As I hope I can see some people requesting for the mic. Mr. Edoredo, thank you for your kind words. That's okay. Thank you. Let's see. People don't want to go to bed. I guess people are still interested in whatever we are discussing here, but I'm not able to bring in more speakers. I'm quite happy to continue the spaces, but if there's nothing to say, then there's nothing for me to give. Okay. Okay, Big Sam, I saw you. I've just approved your request again, sir. Big Sam.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why I dropped, but no issue. Should I continue with my submission?
Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Like what I was saying, I'm not saying that I'm saying.
All right, Big Sam, it appears that sorry, sir.
I think it seems they don't want him to finish it.
Yeah, it's okay. That's fine. Maybe he will continue tomorrow. But I've done my best, and it appears that's not happening. So can we continue? I can't be the only one speaking. I wanted to give people opportunity, but nobody is coming up. So there's nothing else for me to do. So guys, let's end it up here tonight. It's been a very interesting conversation. I will continue to thank you guys for making time to join this platform. Some of the things that was said here, you probably would disagree. Some of them you probably would agree. That is part of life. And as always, please, 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 if anybody insults me on the timeline, do not fight for me. I'm begging you, don't lose your account for me. Let's allow people to air their view. If I want to block them, I will block them. Let's just leave it there, please. I really appreciate you guys trying to speak on my behalf, but don't lose your account and do things that would not be, that will make you lose your account. I'm begging everybody, please. You guys are really important to me, right? So, I will see you guys.